I did not have this on my November-December 2025 bingo card, but according to my MSN article, Prince William has accelerated process of bringing Harry back. And we'll be right back. Welcome back, my tarot maniacs. I am Annabelle. I'm a tarot practitioner and psychic for over 35 years. And in this video, we are talking about some shocking changes. Now, I have always said that William has burned the bridge, knocked it into the water, thrown it out into the pasture, and wants nothing to do with his brother. And that how goes the king during his reign is how goes Prince William when his time comes to deal with his brother. So we know that King Charles has divested Andrew of all of his titles and privilege and whatnot. And I have been saying that Harry is going to get the same treatment from his brother when his brother is the reigning monarch. But according to this article, not so fast, kittens and cats. So King Charles has negotiated a trade-off with William to get Harry back. This is wild news. So Pelham Turner believes, now Pelham Turner is an ex-palace photographer, and he has advised this particular reporter, who is Bridget Brown, that there is some kind of trade-off in the works, and that they sat down to negotiate terms to speed up the Bring Harry Back campaign. I am shocked at this, and I want to pick it apart with the tarot. So please hit the like button. If it's your first time here and you like what you see, please hit subscribe. I am trying to get to 8,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It would be a fantastic gift from all of you, and I'm this close. So let's buckle up, and I'm going to bring up that card view. As always, when I bring up the card view, please hit the like button and show the algorithm that you like me. There's our card view, and we'll make that nice and big so you guys can see it properly. Let's giddy up, buttercups. So is there any validity to this Bridget Brown article? Is there any validity to this? Six of Cups, nostalgia, bringing that beat back. Kids, I think they want him back. Oh my goodness. What was the conversation in the room? He said, she said. Let's see what King Charles said about William's brother. I'm saying that right. What did King Charles say about William's brother? I know he's a useless knob, and I know that he's caused a lot of pain. However, he may be more dangerous out there with his wife that doesn't like us. Hold your enemies close. I think that was the message from the king to the Prince of Wales. What did the Prince of Wales say in response? I'll do it to honor my mother. I'm not going to do it to honor you. I don't want to have to deal with him. I don't have any fond feelings. I don't want him working. And I will let everyone know that. So, wow-wee, guys. Wow-wee. So is the plan to bring back Harry as a working royal? Is the plan to bring him back as a working royal? No, he will not be working. Will he be tucked away in a nice little exile spot? Yes. Until he learns his lesson, he will be well protected. And, I think he's going to like this. I think it's going to be very comfortable for him. He's not going to have the stress of the last, 4 years of paying cell phone bills and electric bills and things like that. He's not going to have those kinds of worries. Even though I'm sure he has someone who's paying those bills for him, he probably doesn't know where the money is coming from. And there's a lot of shuffling around going on, and people stressing him out because they're saying, there's not enough money in the pot. Not enough money in the pot. Oh, my. Does the whole of the royal family know this? They don't like that one of their own is out there exposed to the elements, us plebeians. They don't like that he's out there. They don't like that he does not have someone who is in charge of him, meaning the monarch. So there's no allegiance to anyone outside in Hollywood land. So they are worried about with whom he will have allegiances. And here, I think they all roundly agree that Meghan Markle is somewhat problematic. Let's just put it that way. A little problematic. Not the easiest person to deal with or get along with. So I think they do recognize that. I think they feel a lot better with him back on premises where he can be handled. But I don't think that anyone is going to be very, very kind to him. I think he has said an awful lot of things about everyone in the royal family. I think he has said an awful lot of things, and his behavior has been deplorable. What does Catherine think of this plan and Harry, bringing Harry back? What does Catherine think about it? And those of you that are my British and United Kingdom people, I'm so sorry that I'm doing this reading. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know. What does Catherine think about Harry? He's lost. He is lost and done for. Lost and done for. And what was her main line of thinking? He's out there. He's going to get hurt by himself. And the assertion that Harry has always been a bell end and has never been a decent person, which likely his brother has said, Catherine's response to that is, well, isn't he more dangerous out there than tucked in here with us? That's really how she's looking at it, kids. She definitely wants to be able to manage and handle him as well, or at least have his brother manage and handle him. What will Andrew say about this? He's going to say that it was unjust. Rules for thee and not for me. But, there's a hierarchy in a royal family. I think he ranks a little bit differently from you, Andrew, in the moment. This may be the moment that Andrew tries to set up like a competing court of his own, a little mini court, if you will. I can't remember where he's going to wind up, Norfolk or something like that. They're going to tuck him away in like a little cottage someplace. He'll be tucked neatly away. So Andrew will, I think, start to entertain more at his location. And I will say this, my prediction is that Andrew's finances and his stipend will change when William comes to the throne. Something will change. Andrew will not be able to live quite as poshly as he does now, or as he will when he moves. He hasn't moved out of Royal Lodge yet. So there will be some restrictions put on him. And already we're seeing that. There was some champagne that was delivered. And typically, it's my understanding that it would be Dom Perignon, but it was changed to another bottle that was like $35 a bottle or something like that. So yet it was a case that was delivered. So champagne, nonetheless, from the Champagne region. It's only champagne if it's from the Champagne region. So I think Andrew will try and reclaim some level of courtliness. And I think that that will change when William comes to the throne. I think William will say, you know, you can't do that. You can't entertain like that. You can't build things to the crown like that. You can't do it. I know he billed his guru, his live-in guru, for like 40,000 pounds for a year or something. It was someone who lived in it. It's just money you're paying out. So I think Andrew's response is going to be very interesting. He will hold back for some time. He won't do this right away. But behind the scenes, he's going to be complaining about this, about the inequity, the unjustness of Harry being brought back when he was cast asunder and had to go live in ashes and sackcloth on a royal estate, nonetheless, with a stipend. According to me, I think he's getting a stipend. So I think he will start to try and build up his own court. Also, he was denied his ex-wife. She can no longer live with him. Is Harry ready to accept a rescue plan? Is he ready? It is November 17th, 2025. He is not ready. Not ready. Not ready. Oh, he is the gift that keeps on giving, guys. No matter how unhappy he is, he does not want to come back with his tail tucked. He does not want to come back and have to present like a loser. He doesn't want the big L. He wants to still have a modicum of success, even a little bit of success. So if they could fake it for him, somebody could, you know, have somebody buy Harry's book or something like that. He would feel better about coming back. He, you know, and perhaps that's why we see all these awards that they keep buying. Perhaps that is how Harry, you know, feels his success is shown. If people are feting him and honoring him and, oh, congratulations. You know, even if they paid for it, I guess that's how Harry feels he's a success, is when people are telling him what a good boy he was, or what a good man he is, or, you know, how well he did something, or how many lives he changed or impressed upon. I mean, it is a false happiness. You can see he's very unhappy with that Queen of Cups in reverse here. It's a very unhappy person. This is somebody who's cultivating unhappiness by not taking the escape plan, by not entertaining it. Page of Swords. He has got a lot of things to say to my brother. Got a lot of things to say. Yet he's not going to. He's a coward at the end of the day. Magician, he still thinks that he can do it, but reality is everyone around him is saying, you can't, dude. You can't make a success out of yourself. And I think that frustration will build and grow with that Eight of Wands there. Resistance to change with that Death card in reverse. Will he ultimately accept this offer? Will he ultimately accept it? One card. Page of Pentacles. I think he's gonna, guys. I think he's gonna accept this. Are there conditions? Are there conditions for him to come back? Are there conditions? Mea culpa. They want him to do a mea culpa. He needs to correct the record, which will be damaging to his personal brand. That damage is what will send him into the distance. That is what's going to put him into the country estate, possibly next door to Uncle Andrew. Actually, I don't think they'll have them anywhere near each other. I think that these are modern day imprisonments. I think they're imprisoning their family members in a very modern sense. They would have done this a million years ago. We all know the story about Catherine of Aragon. She was basically, Henry VIII's first wife, was basically trapped in her post-marital home. And was being kept in a very poor fashion, that so bad that she was writing back to her country of origin and begging them for help and telling them she was in dire conditions, possibly contributing to her death at one point. They do think it was cancer that Catherine of Aragon died from, but she was, for all intents and purposes, imprisoned so that Henry VIII could go and marry the lovely but treacherous Anne Boleyn. Produced good children. She did. So I do think that he is going to have to correct the record. I think Harry will have to correct the record if he does take this offer and go back to the royal family. I think he will have to publicly correct the record. How is Meghan going to handle that record correction? How will Meghan handle the record correction? Splitsville. Yeah, Splitsville. She will not. She's not going to correct the record. She's not going to have any secrets out. And I think this gives her the out that she wants. You see that 3 of Wands, we're going in several different directions, but we are headed into the 3 of Cups, which is jubilation and celebration. 5 of Cups, out of the disappointment. So I think she'll feign disappointment and say, I can't possibly go back there. I can't possibly go back among all those horrible, biased people. Moon in reverse. The secrets will be outed. Is this where we see Meghan Markle writing her newest tome? Yes, about how she is healing from a tumultuous marriage with a fool. There we go, guys. She's going to use this as an excuse to write her book about Harry, the terrible husband. Harry and the great terrible husbandness. Guys, this is a blockbuster story that came out. So I am going to link the article down below. If you would like your own magical reading with me, you can find me on both my scheduler app through Calendly down below, and also through Hypsee, where you can order a pre-recorded reading from me. You can do that on there as well. So hope to see some of you on my schedule as we roll into this holiday season. This is the subject that we are going to stay firmly focused on, because I love the royals. You love the royals. We all love the royals. And we want to keep an eye on this. We are counting down the days until Harry can get his head out of his butt. So that being said, I will see you guys in the future. I'll see you in the future.